How are civilizations impacted by the climate in which they live? You guys might remember when we talked about this. You will only need to know two examples of how climate can affect somebody's life. I have given you three in here, one for each type of climate that we learned about. So let's review these together. First of all, we have a polar climate. And if you guys remember, a polar climate is somewhere where it's really cold all the time, it snows a lot, and it's closer to the North Pole and the South Pole. So, for example, if we had a friend named Becky, and if Becky lived in Anchorage, Alaska, which is in a polar climate, she may need to wear a lot of layers every day. And she also may not be able to get to play outside with her friends as much because it's super, super cold outside. Remember, that is in a polar climate. Let's imagine now we're looking at a tropical climate. And if you guys remember, tropical climates have places that are a lot warmer. It might rain a little bit more in those areas closer to the equator. So let's imagine we have a friend named Austin, and Austin lives in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Austin may need to wear a lot of loose fitting clothing every day because it is so warm. And he never knows if it's going to rain outside that day because they do get so much rain. So he needs to pack an umbrella with him every day that he goes to school. Again, that is a tropical climate. And finally, we have a temperate climate. And now imagine that I'm living in a temperate climate. And if you guys remember, we do live in a temperate climate here in Indiana. We get to experience all four seasons. Okay. Now, we need to have different types of clothing in our closets because we do experience all four seasons. Sometimes it's going to be really warm outside, like in those summer months, and other times it's going to be really cold, like in the winter months. Okay, that's because we get to experience different temperatures throughout the year. And I may even get to take my class outside sometimes during the summer times when we have school during the summer.